Kevin, what's up, man? Still hanging around the campfire? Nice. When are we going home? It's been a while here. We've been here for a long camping trip.
Weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. We're sticking it out, man. So what are you up to?
Jeremy, here's the thing. I've been reading about Jesus' teachings in the Bible here.
All right.
I remembered last week we were talking about Jesus being the light of the world, and I just wanted to find out more about that. So I was
Nice.
doing some reading.
So what are you reading now?
Well, I was reading the part in the Bible where Jesus was talking about how difficult it would be for people to follow him. And he was telling this religious guy that if he wanted to follow him, that would be really difficult because foxes have dens, birds have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to go.
So the guy has nowhere to sleep at night.
No.
Okay, I guess what he's trying to say is actually sometimes it's pretty hard to follow Jesus. Things don't always work out the way you expect.
And another time, this guy said to Jesus, hey, I really want to follow you, but I need to wait till my father grows old first before I come follow you.
That seems reasonable. What did Jesus say?
Well, Jesus was like, you need to drop everything if you want to come follow me.
Woo, man. I mean, at least Jesus is being pretty straight up with this guy. That sometimes it's really hard to follow Jesus. You gotta leave some things behind, you gotta follow something new. That takes some difficult choices.
Yeah. Well, Jesus did not sugarcoat things at all. Anytime that someone would follow him, he made it really clear what it would take to follow him. Now, you've been a Christian for a long time. What's something you found tough about being a Christian?
So that's actually a really good question. I'll have to think about it. See, I've been a pastor for a long time, and one of the things that happens sometimes is people will call because they need help. I remember a call a couple weeks ago, and this woman needed some help moving because she wasn't in a good situation, and it was like that evening, and I had to leave my family, and we had to get a truck, and we had to get her moved, and honestly, it was kind of inconvenient, but it felt like something that Jesus would have done, and so I jumped in, and we did our best. We got some people from the church, we helped out, and it was kind of great.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Jesus wasn't kidding when he said you gotta follow me, you gotta drop everything to follow
I know,
me.
but the thing is, sometimes when you do it, you do the right thing, or you help someone out, you do the thing that you know you're supposed to do, it really does feel good and encouraging on the other side, even if at first you weren't sure you really wanted to do it.
Right. It's so great because even though it's hard to follow Jesus sometimes, Jesus gave us the Holy Spirit, which helps us in every step of the way.
Totally, and exactly, because at the end of the day, it's always worth it because we know that Jesus is the best way to live our lives. And even though it's hard sometimes, we know that when we do our best to follow him, it's going to turn out for the best.
Well, thanks, Jeremy. You really illuminated that story.
I love it. I love that candle too. Plus, it brightens up the whole thing in here. It makes me not so scared of the dark and all those bears out there.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
That's
All right,
right.
let's get back to camping.